So how are you? How's your day going on?
This is my first session. Like, as you know, I wake up at 12. So the day
Okay.
just started basically. What about
Hmm.
you? You
Yeah,
said
I,
something
I
like you're changing room. Like what were you saying? You said something. Are you
yeah, I
shifting the
have to
room?
change my room. Yes. But still I have to paint the wall, so that's why I'm still staying in this one. After the session, I'm going to complete the wall, and then hopefully in the evening I'll shift.
Okay.
I stay with my parents.
So like in the same
Yeah.
house.
Same house, yes. Can't afford to live away, stay away from.
Well, that's true
Yes.
and relatable. You're wearing a jersey of
Yes. KKR.
Kolkata.
Can you say it?
Yes. Why?
Yeah, it's why
You're
I
from
love them.
you're from
I know
UP,
that,
right? Okay, there's no
no,
team
no,
of
Bihar.
UP.
I'm from Bihar.
Okay, you're from Bihar. So yeah, Bihar doesn't have a
Yes,
team of its own. So yeah, you
yes.
can choose. But like
Mm-hmm.
what happens is I get mad at people that have like their own teams. Like from us, I'm from Rajasthan. So they have Rajasthan, but they're supporting somebody else like Mumbai or Chennai. So that's weird. By the
Actually,
way, I
cricket is
went
not
to
about a state.
yeah, okay, whatever.
Uh,
No, but still I think
yeah, yeah, continue,
I
continue.
went to watch IPL match last year
Hmm?
with my
Okay.
with my father and my brother. Um,
So, how
just
was your
wanted to share.
experience?
It was amazing. Like when you
Hmm.
watch it on TV, uh, you kind of like have a track of things, right? But like there you have to,
Hmm.
uh, like it's a
Look
struggle.
at the biggest screen.
Yeah, it's a struggle to like keep a track of like what over it is or like how many runs and stuff like that. And
Hmm.
also time passes so quickly when you're actually like there in the field watching the match. And what really captivated me is like the energy around.
Yeah, I know that I have never been to a big stadium, but I know that energy because in my area, local tournament happens and there
Hmm.
is just a big crowd. Not like IPL or international matches, but still, like people are able to connect with local teams and they cheer for them. Weirdly, I don't want to watch a match in a stadium. I don't know why. It has never occurred to me just to go and watch. Even though my friends are planning to go, maybe the nearest stadium, which is from Bihar, but I stay home. I don't want to go there. It
Which
looks
one it is?
crazy. I think
Nearest one.
the biggest one, the biggest stadium in India. Which one is it? Ahmedabad, I guess.
Yes.
Ahmedabad. So
Hmm.
Ahmedabad is the closest one from my hometown.
Well, luckily we had the match in Jaipur itself because it's for Rajasthan, right? So I
Hmm.
was able to go there.
Yeah, actually, this conversation started because of jersey, and I wanted to mention this. I love wearing jerseys, but because of the question people ask, why are you wearing a jersey? Like you started this, why are you wearing a jersey? I don't know how to respond to
No,
that. It is
actually,
just a clothes, and
actually, I
I.
get it. I understand because I also have jersey. I have like a jersey of Barcelona of Rajasthan
Hmm,
Royals. So like
yes,
I get it. But what I understand is like the material used for jerseys, like they are made for like winters rather than summers. Like so,
actually, I
that's
got the original one, so the it is wearable of the
no. I also got the
you can
original
wear it
one.
in summer.
Okay.
But still, I mean, you get it from like the local market. It is still like itchy. It feels itchy when you wear that, right?
Yeah.
Have you ever wore the local jerseys?
No.
I have wear because I used to play in a cricket academy. So there we used to get the cheapest one, like 200 rupees, 300 rupees of different IPL teams. And it was really difficult. Just imagine playing that in summer. But yeah, you can wear it. It's not that bad.
Okay.
It's like the usual
So,
t-shirt.
where is Joss Butler? Is he in Kolkata now? I actually don't know.
No, no,
Oh,
he is
okay.
in Gujarat. Like last
Oh,
day.
okay.
Do you follow IPL or not?
I follow, but like last year, well, when I got to know that Joss Butler was released, so I stopped watching IPL altogether. Yeah,
Yeah. So
yeah.
because of him, were you watching IPL?
Well, he was also the reason, but I also
Hmm.
I loved the entire team of Rajasthan. I think last year they were
Hmm.
probably, I think, unbeatable. If you like, the bowlers were amazing. We had Chahal.
Hmm.
Um, what's the name of that other one? We had Ashwin. Like it was like
Ashwin, yeah.
the entire team was
Decent
like
team.
super strong, especially on the bowling
Yeah,
side.
and
But
they were winning, I think. I
yes,
only follow KKR's match. Like I'm not following whole IPL thing. Like
yeah,
if
no,
Virat
me
Kohli is
neither.
playing, I watch it. And if KKR is playing, I keep checking their score. Or if I'm doing something else, I just play the match. But I
Hmm.
used to follow everything. Like 2 or 3 years ago, I was completely into cricket. But now it's just about. I always wanted a jersey, honestly. Like this is the first original one I've got. That's why I always wear it like every second or third day.
Okay.
And I want more. I want more jerseys. I also love Barcelona. Like I don't follow them
Hmm.
crazily. Like when Messi was playing, so I used to watch just because of him.
Yeah, me
But I
too.
like jerseys.
Like, well, now you understand, like, I watched it because of Messi, and now I don't
Hmm.
watch it anymore.
Yeah.
So it's the same reason,
Hmm, hmm, hmm.
kind of the same reason, not exactly, but yeah.
Yeah. So are you following any team these days? Maybe cricket,
No,
football, or not?
nothing,
No?
absolutely nothing. Like, it was just last
Hmm.
year and that's it. So I don't know
Yeah.
what's going on.
And how's YouTube going? Like
It's going
listens
okay.
regularly. I saw your video, like 1 hour podcast with a guy.
Yeah,
I don't know
yeah.
his name. Like
Uh,
how are you doing that 1 hour conversation?
yeah,
And
it
you
just
forget things
happened.
quite easily.
Well, yeah, no, like the thing is, like, if I have prepared questions, then it doesn't last more
Hmm.
than 20 minutes. But like if I'm just
Hmm.
having a casual conversation, it can last more than 1 hour. I don't know how that happens. So now I've just
Yeah.
stopped preparing questions altogether.
Yeah. And where were you recording that? On Zoom or somewhere else?
It was on Zoom. We had to have like two sessions, and the second one was also like go running out of time. It was
Okay.
like around 35 minutes long, but then I had to cut it and then
Mm-hmm.
like made it a 1 hour session because nobody watches
Yeah.
more than that, I think. In fact, nobody
Who
watches
I
1 hour
don't think
session also.
nobody watches more than 5 minutes. If you go and see the
Right.
statics, people are
That's true.
leaving just after 3 minutes, 4 minutes. But yeah,
Yeah,
like I
that's true.
understand when you are in a flow, you keep on talking and you don't even realize how quickly
Hmm.
time passes. So I
Hmm.
get that.
No, I
Last day,
I'm sorry, I forgot what was I going to say. Yeah. So actually, I was
actually, it's so funny. How are you forgetting things like this?
uh, well, like I said, like I'm Dory of Fun. That's why she's my favorite character, actually. Like, despite
Yeah.
forgetting so many things, like every 1 minute, she's able to
Hmm.
survive. How cool is that?
Yeah. I love that film, both of the parts. And it
Yeah,
made me cry. I don't know,
me
maybe
too.
I'm just too sensitive or what. Wherever I watch animated films, and then
Mm.
there is a thing about parents and children, I just get too emotional. I just can't stand it. I just like tears roll
Yes.
down, and it's just so wholesome to watch.
Yes, like the movie with actual people doesn't make me cry that much as animated movies do for whatever reason.
Yeah.
I cried on
Hmm.
Nemo. I also cried on Coco. Uh, Coco is the hardest one that I cried on, like ever, ever.
Hmm.
It's just
I
very
think
close to me.
this conversation is going to be who has cried more watching which movie. You know what? I'll share this story, then we'll talk about films and all. I was working in this school last year, and
Mm.
there on the bus, there is this guy who was talking about how men should not cry, or anyone should not cry watching films. If they are crying, then they need medical help. And I was like, dude, if he finds out that how much I'm crying these days just reading books or watching films, it's gonna take me to a doctor. It's weird that how people don't, and it's understandable why people don't let the emotion comes, especially while watching
Mm.
films. Maybe they don't want to be judged. Like, does it ever happen with you? Like when you are watching movies with somebody
Actually,
else?
with me, the thing is that like I don't cry easily over movies.
Hmm.
I just don't.
Okay.
So that's why, like, the
Hmm.
movies that make me cry, I always remember them, despite being so
Hmm. Hmm.
forgetful.
Hmm.
But I always remember those kind of movies. So Coco is definitely one of them. That's the reason why I said like it's one of such special movie. And the thing
Yeah.
is, like, if you're crying once, like that's okay. But if you're rewatching, you don't really cry, right? Because you know what's going to happen.
Hmm.
But for Coco, it's like if you play that part right
Every.
now, yeah, I'll start
Hmm.
crying
Hmm. Hmm.
again.
Yeah, yeah, I get it. There are so many media or stories like this that they're just so close to your heart.
Hmm.
Currently, I'm reading this book. Even last time we talked about it, a Stormlight Archive. So it's a
Yeah.
book series, and there is this character. Like just thinking about it, just thinking about him, I just lose. everything what I'm thinking. I feel like, you know what, it's just so tormenting. I don't want to think about him.
Hmm.
But his writing is so good, the way he's written. I don't think I'm ever gonna forget about him, the way he's written. So I think if anyone who is watching us for the first time, let's introduce ourselves, shall we?
I completely forgot my introduction. Yeah, so hi,
It's all right.
hi everyone. My name is Niyati, and I'm running a YouTube channel called Niyati's English Express. It's been around 2 months ever since I started the channel, and it's doing great, and I'm really happy with it. And yeah, I think that's pretty much about me. Yes, sorry. I've also done VTech in electronics and communication engineering, and then like went for masters but dropped out because I did not feel passionate enough about engineering. So now just doing things that truly make me happy. So yeah, that's all about
Hmm.
me.
Yeah, nice. So are you really enjoying this YouTube thing,
I
or are you
am.
planning to do something else, something else?
As of now, just purely YouTube. Like I'm enjoying it so much. I love it because I can be me, like the real me over here. Although sometimes
Mm-hmm.
like I have to be formal with people. Like if somebody like at the age of 60s or 70s, if I'm having a conversation with them, I have to have that formal conversation. Like other apart from that, like if I'm having conversation with somebody my age, I'm just like what I am. So
Yeah.
that's what
Mm-hmm.
really makes me so happy about YouTube.
Yeah, it's cool. I mean, just talking to people who are of like-minded. You know, they are also
Hmm.
learning this language. They are also on. They also want to talk to you. So I understand that. And yeah, for viewers, we are going to talk about films today. We have got some 10 movies to talk about. We will not
Hmm.
talk about them in a chronological manner. Whatever comes, we'll deal with that. So I shared the list, and I
Yeah.
guess you have watched Arrival, right?
Yes. Yes.
So how was your experience watching that?
Okay, so for Arrival, I would tell you like I don't want to disappoint you, but I'll just be real that I'm not so much into science fiction movies, but I've watched that one
Hmm.
and it was quite emotional, I think. As much as I remember. I didn't
Hmm.
cry though, but like I remember it was about aliens and like humans
Hmm.
trying to
Language
understand.
learning.
Yeah, I think they both were trying to understand each other and the aliens were trying to convey a message and like it was in the US, right? So obviously they took it like a threat. Um
Yeah.
and then like I
Hmm.
think in the last moments the language interpreter, the woman, she's able to
Yeah.
like understand what's going on and then she's able to save everything in time.
Yeah. And don't want to spoil anyone who wants to watch it, but the ending, like it just blew me away. Like it was just slow paced and it felt like watching a slice of life movie with sci-fi
Hmm.
genre. But the
Hmm.
ending, it was just so good. It is one of my favorite movies, and the way the cinematography, the dialogues, and especially the theme, language, my favorite thing. But I do love science fiction. Are you not into science fiction?
I'm not into science fiction. I just don't relate. Although, like
Yeah.
The Martian, that's like you sent me,
Hmm.
that's also a science fiction movie. I love that one. It's a little bit more realistic. Like I just,
Yeah. And
yeah, I
there is
love
humor.
the,
It's
yeah,
funny.
yeah. It's a funny movie.
Hmm.
Despite like, imagine being deserted on completely like different planet with no other
Hmm.
signs of living being whatsoever. But
Yeah.
like, so it's a serious
And
topic,
then
right? But
survive
like,
there.
yeah, but
Yeah.
they are able to create it in a funny manner. So that's what I really love about the
Hmm.
movie.
I forget the actor's name, and even I have forgotten, but he's really cool actor. I really like his movies, and even one
Mark
he's going to make with.
Watney, what?
I will add the photo here, like
Yeah.
if somebody is interested. He's really cool, and even the recent movie that Odyssey. He's going to be
Okay.
part of that movie of Christopher Nolan. So I'm really looking forward to that one. And yeah, talking about Martian, the
Hmm.
scene where he records himself talking about how his day was,
Hmm.
those days I was also recording myself. And I was thinking, am I a scientist or what? Why the hell am I recording my days? But then I told myself, you are learning English. That's why you are recording
Hmm.
yourself. But that part was really funny. When he used to talk about his days and potatoes, it was funny.
That kind of kept him sane, actually, if you think about it.
Yeah, I think, yes, true.
Because
All right,
actually, the
and
thing is,
this.
like, he did not know whether he'll survive or not. So he also wanted to keep
Hmm.
a record, like, this is what happened when I was here. So, like,
Mm-hmm.
what were we talking about?
The journal kind of thing.
Yeah.
Yeah, Martian. I think
Yeah.
you need a reminder every time. You need to keep. And
Yeah.
have you watched Swades, the Sarkis
Yes,
film?
I love that movie. Actually, I did not watch it as a kid. I recently watched
Hmm.
it like 2 years ago. So,
Hmm.
what happened was like what I heard from my parents was that that movie was a flop, like when it was released.
Yeah, box office wise.
Yeah. So I was like, okay, I don't know
Hmm.
but like I read about it and I was like, wait, it kind of seems interesting. And I like Shah
Hmm.
Rukh Khan, so I might as well watch the movie. So I watched it
Hmm.
with my brother and we both were totally fascinated. That guy, he talks about like the problems that were going on and they are just increasing now. So he talked about,
Yes.
I think, overpopulation, poverty,
Hmm.
and a lot of
And
things.
yes, and
Yeah.
not getting enough resources in villages,
Yeah.
education, like electricity, and even what do we call chhuachhut in English? Untouchability.
Yeah.
Even that part is there, I guess.
Yes. So what he talked about, like we are still facing the issue. And then I got it, like
Hmm.
I'm sorry, I don't want to be mean to people, but like I get it why it was a flop, because people don't want to like get into these kind of
Yeah.
things which actually can help our
Hmm.
country. They just want those
Masala movies
cliche
or
cliche rom-com
entertainment.
movies, yeah, which
Yes, yes.
I stopped watching those movies like 5 years ago because they are
And
absolutely.
that's the problem of our cinema, our Indian cinema. Like people
Mm,
care about how much money their favorite movies are making or their favorite stars are making. They don't care about the
mm,
stories. So
yeah.
that's why I guess not independent movies or like real story movies are coming these days. It is just about
Mm.
action, drama, and what is controversial these days.
Yeah, and if you see, like, there are not really a lot of new faces that are being launched. That's what's wrong
Mm-hmm.
with our country. Like, it's the same old stars again and again. Bro, they are old now. How are you making them act like a 18-year-old college boy? Like,
Romantic hero.
yeah. But
Yes.
that's funny. That's funny. Like the women keep changing. The heroines are like they are launching
Yeah.
younger and younger women, but like the heroes, they stay the same. So I think women need to start creating directing movies now at this point,
Yeah, I
honestly.
think in world cinema there are women who create really great movies. Like, have you watched Past Lives?
No,
Have you heard of this Past Lives?
no.
If you haven't check it out. It's just so good, and the director is a woman, and it's a
Hmm.
great story. And what I wanted to say, I forgot, but the thing is that in our country we were
I
talking
think
about how
my aura, like it's around you
it's
now.
reaching here.
Forgetting, yeah.
Yeah. I wanted to talk about David Fincher, like about you
Hmm.
talked how women are changing. David Fincher is a great director. He
Okay.
talks about how we are pivot. Everyone is a pivot or pervert. Like we want to see
Pervert.
stuff, yeah, pervert. And that's what works on cinema, especially in our country. I think I need to cut this part, but I think that's what is working.
No, that's true
Like they just want,
actually. That's true.
yeah,
These item songs and everything, which is completely unnecessary, totally irrelevant to the movie, but they just have to add that for whatever reason, and I completely hate that. So that's why
exactly.
I stopped. I don't even know what's going on these days in Bollywood. I have
Hmm.
absolutely no idea.